Peace. This is going to be a channel message for Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Virgo, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. This channel message will be influenced by the energy of Virgo and Aquarius. All right, so Virgo and Aquarius. So we have the 11th and the 6th house. The number 11 and 6 may be significant here. 11, someone has a new opportunity that is coming their way. If this hasn't already presented itself, okay. We have trust your innocence and manifestia. So your innocence, your purity, your energy, okay, is what's bringing forth this manifestation. So we have double 9 energy. We have triple 9 energy, actually 9, 9, and 9 in 3 different ways, in 3 different variations. 9 is Sagittarius energy. So this entails foreign travels, wisdom, teaching, visions, higher spiritual learning, prophetic dreams, science, culture, beliefs, and ethics. So this is giving with the 3s, 3 9s. We have 3, 6, and 9 can be significant here. But with the 3 9s, it's giving that there are 3 endings, 3 cycles that are ending for you. This can be in regard to some sort of lesson that has been learned. So it's giving that someone learned 3 very major lessons here. But the good thing about these lessons is that they're coming with rewards of some sort. And this may entail 3 highly developed spiritual gifts from the universe here. Okay. It may or may not translate into the physical, but it's giving that it's completely up to you. But with this 11 energy, it's definitely going to transition into the physical and present a very lucrative opportunity. And this opportunity may consist of you being able to teach and teach from a higher perspective or just higher learning. So someone may be extended an offer to become some sort of teacher at a university. This may be a spiritual university, not limited to that, but can be though. But it's definitely giving like some sort of opportunity to teach, okay? Someone may be teaching abroad or may have to travel in order to teach. Now, this can be, because I'm seeing travel to teach a lesson. So you may be traveling to teach someone a lesson, but also this can be a teaching opportunity where you may have to move or travel for this opportunity. Take it however it resonates here, all right? But this is giving some sort of manifestation that is coming through. But trust your innocence here. This is going to be very significant. Trust your innocence, or you are innocent. That I'm hearing here. Someone is innocent. All right? With the energy of Virgo in the 6th house, this may entail your daily routines, being of service. Again, someone may have the opportunity to extend teaching services here. Someone is also a healer, because Virgo symbolizes health and routine. So someone here is a healer, so they may be teaching other people how to heal, guiding others on how to heal, coaching others on how to heal. Someone may invest into their fitness journey or have an opportunity regarding fitness here. But whatever this opportunity is, you are going to be a busy bee. Busy bee, Virgo. All right. But it's gonna be a very productive busy, not a catastrophic or chaotic productivity where you may just feel like your mind is in a million different places. This is going to be very ordered, very intentional, okay? Very, like I said, very lucrative here. Also seeing that someone that I'm channeling, someone may be falling ill and they are willing to pay you some big bucks to assist in their healing. Saying like some sort of regimen being extended or offered as well, some sort of routine. So you may be a fitness coach or a personal trainer who is going to come across someone who needs your information on how to heal from a certain illness, a certain dis-ease, or a certain disorder. And like I said, they are willing to pay you big bucks. So this may be like a private thing that may happen here. Someone may take you on as like their personal coach. This is very big. This is very huge for you. On my time, on my clock, we have 8:08. All right, 8:08 is significant here. 808. So that's like an abundance of opportunities, because we have double eights, which is like an abundance or infinite opportunities here. But we also have the number 0. Okay, so with the number 0, that is the feminine aspect. That's the womb. That's the portal. You will be able to give birth in some way, shape, or form. Or just like I'm just seeing like an infinite supply. You being able to walk through a door or walk through a portal here that is going to have like an abundance of opportunities. It's giving that you may be offered or extended some sort of opportunity to become someone's coach, someone's health coach, fitness coach, but it's something about health. And it's definitely given that someone has fallen ill and they may need the information that you have. But it's giving that one opportunity is going to lead into another opportunity that's going to lead to another opportunity. Okay, 8 energy, that Scorpio energy, like I said, this may happen privately, or you just may be someone's private or personal coach. And I'm seeing like a live-in coach, or like someone who is willing to put you up in order for you to exchange your resources, exchange your knowledge and information here. All right, so we have devoted that is coming out here. You are very, very devoted. 1111 on the timer. You are very devoted and passionate about healing. Like I said, you may actually be like a spiritual healer of some sort, but you're very dedicated, very devoted. This is Virgo energy too, dedication, right? You're very dedicated and passionate and devoted to health, to fitness, to healing, okay? You may have a lot of skill sets or crafts as well. And like I said, this may start off as like some sort of health thing, but the more you tap in and tune into your skill sets and your crafts, or even like some sort of skill set or craft, it's just going to keep opening doors for you. So it's giving that someone is needing to focus on whatever it is that they are doing regarding healing, health, and fitness, because it's going to align you with an opportunity, some sort of new opportunity here. And you may have to travel in order to do so. Like a traveling coach of some sort. And you may even have to travel like overseas. I'm also seeing like some sort of religious leader as well. Some sort of religious leader. You may align with someone who is like a religious leader, and you may have to travel to like some sort of foreign land. So this foreign land can be overseas, but this foreign land could also be somewhere you've never been before. But it's giving like, I'm hearing to spread the word, okay? To spread a healing word, all right? Or just to motivate someone, inspire someone. What did I say with that 808, right? The portal, the womb. So, and I was saying something about all of the 9 energies. Because you have closed out some sort of cycle here, because you have closed, it's giving like you've closed out some sort of cycle or some sort of relationship that may have prevented you from accepting this opportunity. It's giving like a certain relationship dynamic that you had or that you were in was actually blocking you from obtaining these opportunities here. All right. This may be a maternal figure because we have a mother and a child here. So this may be some sort of maternal figure that may have been blocking this opportunity from coming towards you here. All right. Now with maternal energy, okay, this can be any kind of feminine energy that is around you who has assumed the role of a maternal figure, okay? So this could be the mother of your child. This can be your mother. This could be a grandmother. This could be an aunt, okay? Sixth house, it aligns with an aunt. So an aunt may actually be very significant for you here, but is not limited to an aunt. This, like I said, it could be the mother of your child. It could be a feminine friend. Okay, this could actually be a masculine individual who is in their feminine energy as well. Take it however it resonates, but I'm definitely picking up on aunt, because like I said, Virgo's sixth house is an aunt or aunts. All right. 11 house, Aquarius. This could be a friend, a feminine friend. Like I said, it does not have to be an actual woman. All right. It could be a man who is in their feminine energy or who has very maternal characteristics. But I don't know, for some reason it's giving aunt or a female friend. Take it however it resonates though. To be honest, it could be both. But whoever this maternal figure is, whoever this feminine energy is, they can be a Virgo or they can be an Aquarius. Or they may have these placements. Being that we have Virgo and Aquarius coming out twice, it's heavy Virgo energy and Aquarius energy here. So someone has closed out a cycle with a maternal figure, an aunt or a feminine friend here that was blocking this opportunity from coming in or towards you here. But you had to trust yourself. You had to trust your innocence, all right? And you also had to trust your intuition here in regard to this person. I'm seeing the word gaslighting, so it's giving that someone tried to gaslight you as if they weren't the cause or the reason behind this these opportunities not coming towards you, or it's just giving like something about this maternal energy may have collaborated, all right, with someone here to distort some sort of image, and that image may be your innocence, all right? Or it's giving someone took advantage of your innocence or attempted to take your innocence, all right? And the reason why you have ended a cycle with this maternal influence here, or this feminine woman here, whomever this person is, this aunt or this female friend, all right? You've done a lot of shadow work, okay? So there were parts of you that was neglected here. Your shadow aspects were neglected here. And it's giving that That is part of the innocence that was taken away from you. It's like you are growing through some sort of chapter in your life where you may have been exploring or getting to know your shadow aspects, and someone may have attempted to use that against you. Now, shadow aspects doesn't necessarily mean like your bad character traits or like your shadow influences, like the lower self. This could literally just mean your feminine aspects, because feminine energy is the shadow side or the shadow spectrum of the universe, right? But also, the shadow aspects can be things that you may have hid from the external world. I'm saying exploit. Someone wanted to exploit your shadow aspects or exploit the things that you did privately, the things that you kept private. And honestly, this may be your spiritual practices with this ninth house energy. You may have been growing through a chapter or period in your life where you were exploring your spirituality or your practices, and or you just finally came. I'm saying like coming out of the closet. You may have come out of the closet with your spiritual practices, but you did so intentionally. All right. And it's giving that this may have been used against you in some way, shape, or form. And it's also, I'm hearing like someone basically defaming your character by saying that you may have been a shadow worker, okay? And you may have been a shadow worker. Shadow and light workers have different obligations, okay? So even if you were a shadow worker at some point, it may have been you having to cross over to the shadows in order to help or assist yourself in healing or someone else in healing, or you had to transition into your shadow aspects in order to heal from something that may have tarnished or tainted your innocence here, right? But there's never one truth or one meaning to anything. Multiple truths can exist at once, multiple meanings can exist at once. So you shadow work, okay, or shadow worker or shadows can have so many different meanings, as well as light worker, light aspects can have many different meanings. I spoke on this on my Twitter page, Perfect7, at one point. I'm gonna try to find it and repost it, because it kind of explains the difference and the variation in words, especially when it comes to light and shadow, good and bad. All right. So the parts of you that you may have neglected in regard to your spirituality, you decided to love those parts of yourself. So instead of hiding your spirituality or your spiritual practices, you may have shared those spiritual practices or exposed or brought to light what those spiritual practices were, or that you were practicing those things, and decided to love yourself and heal yourself through those means. And this may have triggered this maternal figure. This may have triggered this aunt or this female friend. I'm also seeing intimidate. So someone may have been intimidated by the fact that you did have these practices. And I'm going to be completely honest when I say this. Someone had a lot to say once you revealed your spiritual nature. Someone had a lot to say. And it's giving that that's something that you have to close out, instead of taking it on as some form of defamation, or taking it on as some like a shot being thrown, or taken or just like, again, someone attempting to exploit your spiritual beliefs, concepts, and practices to tarnish or defame your character or your name. You chose to empower yourself. You chose to, instead of neglecting these parts, you loved on them that much more. You practiced them that much more. You tapped in and tuned in that much more. You did not allow it to get in your way. And that's exactly what someone's intentions were. They were hoping that poking at you, toying at you, exploiting you, talking about you. They assume that it would place you in this position where you would kind of either abandon your spiritual practice or gifts, or feel so bad about these practices that you would give them up completely. But it's giving that, because like I said, someone was intimidated. It's giving that someone was intimidated by these practices because they may have been afraid of what all would come from you practicing these spiritual concepts, beliefs, or you obtaining certain information from your spiritual practices here. And here, like I said, we have knowledge. Is giving that someone here, this maybe this maternal figure, or this female friend, they didn't want you to have spiritual knowledge, spiritual insight, or spiritual gifts, because they wanted to keep you blinded to something here. They wanted you blinded. And to be completely honest, whomever this is, they may actually practice the same things that you practice, but their practices may be completely different from yours. And that's what they do not want you to know here. They wanted you to be ignorant, okay? Because whomever is ignorant to what all is really happening in this world, as long as they can keep you asleep, as long as they can keep you blinded, as long as they can keep you ignorant, all right? They can use your ignorance against you. And like I said, it's giving that someone didn't want, they were hoping that you would move away from these spiritual practices because they didn't want you knowing something here. But it's giving whatever you practice, you do so with intention, okay? Because you feel like you have a public obligation, or some sort of obligation, some sort of purpose, some sort of role that you have to play here in regard to your spirituality. And you are absolutely correct, because like I said, there's some sort of opportunity that is coming towards you. And if you did not stand or place yourself in the spotlight, if you did not share these things, if you did not expose these things, okay, if you did not love on these parts, or this part of yourself, these hidden aspects, you would have potentially missed an opportunity. And that may have been someone else's intentions for you. found comfort in your spirituality. You may have been, you may have felt lost at some point in time here. Um, or you just wanted, or you just had some sort of curiosity. But something within you just felt lost, or just felt like, I'm seeing something about home where you just didn't feel at home. You may have not felt like you belonged, okay? Because we do have Cancer energy out as well. Um, but you may have just felt like you were out of place, out of sorts, okay? You may have felt like you didn't belong, or you were searching for, some sort of answer. This may be something that happened or was happening subconsciously. But this could have also been like your spiritual team nudging you towards this lifestyle. And you found something within you by way of these spiritual practices, concepts, and beliefs. And once you found this, you found comfort. It's like you are okay with being to yourself, because it's giving like, if you didn't feel like you belong, it's giving that you may have felt like you were the outcast. You may have felt like you just didn't fit in, but once you found this spiritual concept, or once you started to practice these spiritual things, you actually began to enjoy your solitude. You didn't mind isolating yourself. You didn't mind being alone. You did not mind going within, because every single time that you went into solitude, isolated yourself, you found so much comfort in that, so much joy in that, so much peace in that. But also, there was so many different journeys you went on. There's so many things that you discovered, okay? And then it just opened your eyes to a lot of things, but it also assisted in you becoming who you are today, and where you are heading today. So it's giving that you found a lot of support during your spiritual journey here. Spiritual support. You realize you were not alone. You realize that you weren't this one individual, this one personality, this one character. You had so many different roles here. All right, because you realize, or you came into understanding that you are a multifaceted, multi-talented, multi-dimensional being that has no limitations. You realize that you can shape shift and alter yourself into becoming whoever it is that you desire to be. You can switch up whenever you desire here, and that may have been something that was discouraged. All right, not only discouraged by society, but discouraged by this maternal influence here. But while someone tried to discourage you from this path here, or I'm saying like manipulate you as well, you used it to empower yourself and to encourage yourself. And not only did you do that for yourself, you found yourself being able to encourage, empower, and even educate others. Somebody tried to trick you out your spot and you was not going for it. Like I said, if you would have withheld this information, these shadow aspects, these hidden things about you, someone would have tricked you out of your spot. But you chose to stand up. You chose to stand out. You chose to place yourself into the spotlight. You chose to expose these things about you. You decided to gather all of these things that you were hiding in the shadows and present it into the light here. It's like you gave yourself away and placed yourself into the sun, into the spotlight, into the light. It's just like, here I am. Here I am in truth. I am living in my truth. This is who I am, and I love this person so much. Despite the consistent efforts to tarnish and defame my character, my beliefs, my morals, my standards, I am still standing. I am still here. I am still showing up because I have an obligation that God gifted to me, right? Instead of withholding, right? You decided, I'm not going to hide. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is my purpose. This is part of God's plan for me. Ashe. So, growth, right? Parts of you had to die, right? And those parts that had to die, those relationships died with it. And you've evolved, right? And with this card is such a powerful card here because, again, remember I was saying someone may have been trying to deter you from this path, distract you from this path, right? Someone came up behind you and tried to stop you, tried to hold you back, tried to grab at you, tried to attack you, right? But then it's giving that this is coming from within. So this may have been something that was projected onto you and it was hiding in your subconscious, and you decided to go within, okay? Because when you go within, it's dark, right? It's the shadow part of yourself. So when you look at someone on the outside, right, you see this figure, you see this personality, you see this character, you see the light, you see them in light. But behind, okay, that person, or within that person, there are so many other things that are happening that you may not see. And it's giving that someone kept trying to project this on you, projecting it on you in hopes that you attach yourself to that idea, that concept, that energy, right? But you went within, and parts of you may have been fighting yourself. Parts of you may have been questioning yourself, doubting yourself. But then there's something else that was within you that was saying, don't you dare do it. As within, so without. So as you were fighting this internal battle, it also projected into your external world. And you were fighting that battle externally as well. But you decided to turn your back, right? And as these hands, okay? Or as this hand came out and tried to stop you or prevent you from walking in your truth, living in your truth, walking your destined path. This other part of yourself said, come on back in. Go ahead and we go come back on down. You're safe. You're good. Trust yourself. Trust your innocence and keep going because you have a manifestation that's coming through, love. And the very thing that people may have chastised you for, people may have talked about, you kept pushing through. And because of that, your manifestations are coming through and it's presenting you with a very lucrative opportunity that is going to be a catalyst for so many different opportunities and options as well. And then this last card that I'm going to pull from this deck here, wishes coming true. And look how free she is here. Look how, and she's wishing, she's praying, right? And she has all these butterflies. So metamorphosis, that's 8 energy, transformation, Scorpio energy. You may have Scorpio placements here, but you went through a rebirth. You know, you prayed about it. You know, you asked God for direction here. You asked for God's assistance even when you were in a space, a place, an environment of despair. You became very hopeful. You believed in yourself. You trusted yourself. You trusted your innocence because you know who you are on the outside and on the inside. You exude light, and you had to go through the shadow realms, do shadow work, work with the shadows, understand your shadows and others to exude this light, this grace, this love, this innocence is very angelic. Ashe. So we have sanctuary, harp, heaven, violins. You have been welcomed into the kingdom of God. You went within and you fought against so many different things, including yourself here. And you found that you went through or walked through those dark, very scary paths within. You went on a journey and you discovered so many different things about yourself. And as you took that journey, you know, as you went down that dark path where you went into it blindly and you may not have known where you were going, but it's like you arrived at this light, at this truth in who you are, right? And as you entered into that light, a gate opened up to you, right? And you realize, wow, this is peace. This is heaven. And as you walk through those gates, right? The harps played, the violins played. You heard a beautiful song. And you arrived at this sanctuary where you were able to integrate and accept all that you are, shadows and all, good and bad, peace and chaos, honey. Well, I would say chaos and order. And once you entered into that sanctuary, honey, you got your groove back. You remembered who you were. You remembered your innocence. And you stuck to that. What did I say? You decided to live in your truth and not being afraid of your spiritual gifts, not being afraid to share your spirituality. None of that. People try to paint you as something that you weren't, try to put all these names, titles, and roles on you, okay, when they were really just projections of who they were, right? Simulation, like I said, projections. Someone tried to project all that they were on you. They called you all different types of names. They tried to convince you that you were something that you weren't. You know, their limited minds couldn't meet your vastness, all right? Couldn't meet your abundance. You took you for who you were, all that you were. And because you decided to invest into certain practices and beliefs, again, people tried to defame you, claim you to be something that you weren't, because they were intimidated by your unlimited potential, because you know who you are and you know what you're capable of here. You walk by the energy of Christ. You've been marked by the energy of Christ. You're very Christ-like. And people try to, or attempted to, sacrifice you like they did Jesus Christ. They tried to say that you were all of these things just like they did with Jesus Christ. But you resurrected and you rose up because you knew that you had a divine mission and that you were a healer. Don't change for nobody. Be all that you are with love. So we have TikTok on the clock. Time is up. The days where people were able to manipulate you, project onto you, defame you, sacrifice you, it's done. It is done. It is done. People see exactly who you are. Why? Because you see yourself in all that you are. Why are people accepting you? It's because you have accepted yourself. Why do people believe you? Because you believe in yourself. Why do people trust you? Because you trust yourself. Why do people love you and support you? Because you love and support yourself. As within, so without. And now, those same individuals who couldn't see you, who purposely and intentionally worked against you, for those who misunderstood you, misconstrued all that you were, all that you taught, all that you presented, all that you shared, all that you gifted, honey.